Could the Iranian people overthrow the government? Trump has urged the Iranian people to seize this moment, but is it truly achievable? Let's delve into the complexities of this situation. The mood in Iran is palpable, with opposition against the regime growing. Years of economic woes and corruption have fueled deep-seated frustration. However, foreign interventions often provoke a surge in nationalist sentiment, momentarily unifying the government. For an uprising to succeed, Iran's security forces must fracture. The IRGC and Basij remain loyal and structured, ready to act with force. Public anger alone isn't sufficient without internal divisions. Real change demands several conditions: defections from security forces, splits among clerical and IRGC elites, and coordinated strikes led by organized leadership. Currently, none of these conditions are in place. If clerics lose their power, a military-led government is the most probable outcome, not democracy. The IRGC already holds significant control over Iran's economy and politics. A military takeover could lead to heightened tensions with Israel and a more pragmatic, yet adversarial, approach to the U.S. There may be tighter control over proxy groups, or chaos as factions vie for power. The Iranian populace yearns for change, but toppling the regime hinges on fractures within the security apparatus. If the regime collapses, it could result in military rule, not a popular uprising. A more hopeful path forward. A more positive outcome for the United States and Israel becomes possible if pressure on Iran leads to internal recalibration rather than collapse. The most stabilizing scenario is one where Iran's power centers, clerics, military, and technocrats shift toward pragmatism over ideology, reducing proxy aggression and opening space for regional de-escalation. Several developments could move Iran in this direction. Security elites choosing stability over confrontation, prioritizing national survival over ideological expansion. Technocratic factions gaining influence, pushing for economic recovery and reduced isolation. Proxy groups losing centralized direction, weakening the regional threat network. A gradual internal shift away from hardline clerical rule, even without full regime change. For the US and Israel, this would mean fewer missile threats, less proxy activity, and a more predictable regional environment, conditions that make diplomacy, deterrence, and long-term security far more achievable. A transformed Iran won't emerge overnight, but pressure, internal strain, and shifting incentives can open the door to a future where the Middle East is less volatile, less ideological, and more stable than the one we see today.